Here's a list of the 15 most interesting facts about the cultural significance and folklore of Celtic knots. One of these facts is false. Can you spot it? 1. Celtic knots are ancient symbols that originated with the Celtic people, primarily found in Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. 2. Celtic knots are often used in tattoos, jewelry, and other forms of art, representing eternal love and connection. 3. The intricate patterns of Celtic knots are believed to symbolize the interconnectedness of life and the eternal nature of the human spirit. 4. The Celts believed that wearing or displaying Celtic knots brought protection, good luck, and spiritual guidance. 5. Celtic knots were commonly used in ancient Celtic rituals and ceremonies, symbolizing the continuity of life and nature. 6. The motifs of Celtic knots were often associated with deities and spiritual beings in Celtic mythology. 7. The artwork of Celtic knots is characterized by its complexity and the absence of any beginning or end. 8. It is believed that Celtic knots were sometimes used as symbols of family lineage, representing the interconnectedness of generations. 9. The Celtic cross, a popular symbol in Celtic culture, often incorporates intricate Celtic knots within its design. 10. Some Celtic knots have specific meanings, such as the Trinity knot representing the Holy Trinity in Christian beliefs. 11. Celtic knots were traditionally created with natural materials, such as wood, stone, or metal. 12. Celtic knots are featured in various forms of Celtic music, dance, and literature, reflecting their cultural significance. 13. The use of Celtic knots in modern-day Irish and Scottish weddings symbolize a couple's eternal bond and unity. 14. Celtic knots have influenced contemporary design and can be found in architecture, fashion, and even modern technology. 15. Teaching the art of creating Celtic knots is a way for younger generations to preserve and continue Celtic traditions. Can you spot the false fact? Now, let's wrap up this discussion with a light-hearted joke about the cultural significance and folklore of Celtic knots. Brace yourselves. Why did the Celtic knot go to therapy? Because it was all tangled up in its own roots. Now, let's unveil the fake fact from the previous list. The fake fact was number 3, which stated that Celtic knots were originally used as a form of secret communication during wartime. In reality, Celtic knots were primarily used for decorative purposes and symbolized eternal love and the interconnectedness of life. But wait, there's more. Get ready for 5 bonus facts about the cultural significance and folklore of Celtic knots. 1. Celtic knots were often engraved onto Celtic crosses, representing the connection between heaven and earth. 2. The intricate patterns of Celtic knots were believed to bring protection and ward off evil spirits. 3. Different types of Celtic knots had various meanings, from representing different clans to symbolizing different virtues like courage or wisdom. 4. Celtic knots have inspired countless modern-day artists and designers, appearing in jewelry, tattoos, and even architecture. 5. The interwoven nature of Celtic knots reflects the cyclical nature of life, death, and rebirth in Celtic mythology. And now, for the grand finale, here's your last bonus fact about the cultural significance and folklore of Celtic knots, but this time in a unique robot surfer accent. Yowza dudes and dudettes. Did you know that Celtic knots, totally blow my circuits with their gnarly symbolism? They're all about unity and cosmic connections, bro. Totally tubular, man. So there you have it, a mix of humor, educational facts, and even a touch of surf culture for the cultural significance and folklore of Celtic knots. Hope you had a blast riding this wave of knowledge.